when I might swear, when things might go potentially pear-shaped, as they say. Let's see if it registers there. That is definitely not Vanguard. There we go. That was set on flight sim. Some odd reason. I did a lot of offline stuff. I don't think my reading and my skin is high enough yet. I think I have to be over 100. Wanting to put. I get so used to playing Vanguard, sorry, RuneScape, that I want to click where I need to go. Okay, while I'm doing that, I'm going to. Okay, set up Saga. Cool. Oh. Playing with this too while we're doing all this. From the other day. Now, driving the road. So I'm a little quiet sometimes. Yesterday, I went and actually looked at another apartment. Okay, there's one I'm going to check out near our downtown area. About $1,000 cheaper per month, a little bit more square footage, which is what I'm looking for. This other one I looked at would have been like $675 months cheaper. What? They had a good area for the dogs to go, to take the dogs to. That kind of appealed to me. had what? A prelim interview yesterday. I need to do the stuff for that today. I might do that on talking on the screen here shortly. I need to job hunt as well. Let's see. How many jobs I have? Morning, Miss Double RS. I usually don't see you this time of day. Yes, this is the new RuneScape. A lot more detail, vivid. How's the little one doing? I know last time you were... Oh, that's good. I know last time it was your little one wasn't feeling well. I think that way we were talking about that on stream. Not somebody. Oh, eventually that. I was kind of talking about rambling on about job stuff. Did have a prelim interview yesterday. I gotta watch this back. He's like to be a butthead in the text. I had a prelim interview yesterday. I just got all the information they need me to do. Working on some papers this morning, trying to get my screen set up so I can actually stream from the other box without actually having to do all the reset up of profiles and stuff over there. Plus, I've been playing a little American Truck Simulator, doing some truck driving. Did get that quest done. Need to work on some stuff, magic, skills. Let's see what else. There's a couple others in there that I need to work on to be able to use the bandit camp lodestone in RuneScape. Till then, I think I'm kind of locked out of some raids. I wanna actually try a raid with those guys. Work on that stuff. Just trying to get mine over 100 right now. Well, at 100, so I can actually farm the other area I was tucked in. The one I talked to wasn't going to go well. Yeah. But I put my best foot forward on that one. Like, okay, I'm gonna do it anyways, just to start reach out. Sometimes I think some of these recruiters are looking for people to find them potential leads. I was just thinking about that when she mentioned something. She's like, well, where else have you been talking to? Who else have you been talking to? Like, I was like, I thought a little bit about it in the back of my head yesterday. I'm like, is she fishing for job leads herself? Sometimes I get that feeling they are. They're like fishing for those job leads. They're like trying to use folks to help them find leads. Like with one of my teachers, he wanted to know where jobs people have applied to, like the title, the company, yada yada. And I was thinking, I was like, dude, you almost sound like you're asking us to go help you find another job. Contract. I'm like, what the hell? So, have that one. Got a response back from one. I had to supply her with some more information. Have not heard back from that lady yet. I mean, I won't complain. It's moving in the right direction now. However, still not where I want it to go. She hasn't replied yet. Not thinking of those guys. Ooh, trees respawn. Do love the scenery. Oh, and I got the new video card put in here. It's a Sapphire, or AMD Sapphire Pulse RX 9060 XT. Mainly for running Microsoft Flight Simulator. So it doesn't squawk at me about the GPU settings when we're at their lowest. No bear respawn. Like on the respawns that happen. Kill the angry ones over there when they respawn. Yeah, so with a busy day yesterday. Oh, I was exhausted by this whole time instead. Packing. My lease is here. My lease in this apartment is up on August 8th. I thought I had another month. Apparently I don't. So I'm gonna go look at another apartment that's in, like I was mentioning earlier on, closer to the downtown area. All this was kind of interesting in the downtown area. I don't know how that's gonna go with the dogs. That's why I was looking at the other one. One's $1,000 cheaper. The one towards the downtown area, surprisingly, is $1,000 cheaper. The one, why is the vibration using style spread is nearby. The other one is $675 cheaper. Either way, it's a lot cheaper than where I live now. Cost of living is expensive. yesterday. Working tonight at the part-time job. Sorry. Chambers. What? Paladin, cleric, druid, knight, warrior. They were. They were plate. I would think they'd give it to like one of the chain wearing classes too. Interesting. So today I have to at least get one or two more places. I've viewed a couple places. Pricing was not there. And then they became unavailable with the floor I wanted. This one of them is on the second floor, one I think is on the third floor. Not ideal for the dog. The second one's more ideal for the dog, but that's like $300 more. But it's a 2-bedroom, 1.5 baths. So the way that what's beneficial for the doggos too, and this one has an area behind it. They could actually, I could step out on the deck with them, and they could hang out on the deck with me. And it backs up to a golf course, so if I happen to forget to leave my, close my blinds and I'm walking around half dressed, I don't think I'm gonna feel too bad. Golfers might get a show. Downside of that one. Yeah, I owned a house, a townhouse for a while, and I just got tired of doing all the upkeep on it. I got burnt out, and I was starting to spend money on it. A little bit of me like, oh man, I wish I would have kept it, but I think if I do get another house, I want to get something that's a little bit more rural, so like towards the country, but still close to the city. With enough space, put up a fence area that the dogs can run. Then maybe get a couple more dogs. However, I need to figure out where I want to live too, so I think I'm going to only be here in this area for another year. Could get some action on those remote jobs, that would be great. But houses are good because especially if you can get space between you and your neighbors. We wish you all the best on that one though. Hopefully you're saving the things, having kids is having a child is too, especially with everything you've been dealing with. Not sure how much the country covers for you in that aspect. beauty of this game. Pop some pictures out there on Facebook, Blue Sky, and maybe Tumblr. Of some of the pictures I took the one session I had. Oh, and the and with Vanguard Saga Heroes, the VGO emulator Discord. To the clouds. To the sky. What I like to see is stars. I like to see stars in the night sky. I can see him somewhat where I'm living right now, but still some of the city lights block him out. So, I like to get out where I can see him and bust out my telescope and actually watch the night sky. Just check it out. That would be an interesting quick scene too. I need a lot. I need to log into my part-time work stuff and request the 20th off. I'm gonna try to take it off for a event for one of the organizations I work volunteered with for fostering dogs, and then I was thinking about doing the whole broadcast, like maybe an hour-long stream or something. Maybe on that day running. See if I can get donations for him. Summertime, we're driving ridiculous. Okay. 92. I was doing a bunch of the software the other day, running around just doing this, trying to get it up to 100. Oh, I had this. Where's that bug? That was it. Something like this. Actually, yeah, I think that was it. I'll show you. This freaked me out last night. Let me show you. See that? Yeah. Okay. So that bug right there, this one, something like that, was sitting literally on my flea right here. Let's see if I can get my arm high enough. in the camera. Basically right here on my arm. And so when I was going up to like touch my head, it would start like making that its noise. And then I'd bring it back down. I'm like, what? Is there something going on weird with my shoulder and my headsets? And I'm like, what the hell is that? And I finally looked down because I'm wearing all black or a light blue, darker blue. And then I noticed, because I'm in the dark, there's this bug on my arm. Oh, freak me out. But it was one of these. I actually went back and kind of glanced back and turned my flashlight on my phone and looked at it. But it was on my arm right there. It just freaked me the hell out. But I would go up like this, and all of a sudden I hear this kind of noise from the bug, and I'm like, what the hell is that? So yeah, that was last night watching the. I was like, what the hell? I had this bug in my arm, but every time it would start making a noise, like, and I'm like, going, what? I thought like there was something seriously. I'm like, is my shoulder really getting that freaking cranky now? Am I really going to have to go to the doctor and say that's making noise now? Nope, just a bug on my arm. Didn't like being that close to my face. Then I see bugs walking around. I'm like, oh, okay. But when they're on me, I'm like, no, freaks me the heck out. I'm like, doop, 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 doop. What is that? Why is that? Oh, he had room. He was having issues. But yeah, that freaked me out. My dog's really kind of like, what the hell, Mom? The one night, almost stepped on the poor toe. I was grabbing some more doggy food bags, and I didn't look down. And all of a sudden, something told me to look down. My mind said look down, and I looked down, and there was this toad down there. And I was like, oh, sorry. And I moved around it, and then Daisy saw it, and she's staring at it like, ooh, what's this, Mom? I'm like, leave the toad alone, leave the frog alone. But I wanted to check it out. No, leave the frog alone. Which, as you see now, we have the Daisy cam. Oh, yep, we have the Daisy cam there. The Daisy cam. We have the Daisy cam. Minnie's on the floor. We have the doggy cam. The Dino Raptors. And you do not want to see my email, do you? I don't think you need to see my email. A little too much information there. Let me stop sharing that one and go back to the email. Running around doing this and didn't realize I had my email on. But yes, I got the double cam off. Video card sold out. Kind of getting there. We almost saw 100 on Steam. Again, nightmare, man. If I can have everything quasi working before I move, that would be great. Because I want to be able to run the from the computer over there. I want to be able to run the driving sims and games from there. That way I'm not constantly switching back and forth and reconfiguring stuff, setting stuff up for the different things. Right now I actually have one of the streamers on. Oh, they just did chaos and nobody took it. Yeah, I want to be able to do the streaming that way, so I don't have to switch stuff around. Make it easier. I just gotta get that teleport working, which I think I'm close. I might have to go enable it in the on this system as well. Let's see. Better quality vibes. Let's say it's gonna turn on some music. Because this game here, I usually save. This stream I usually save, so I can't do that post. Mainly so the folks, if they're watching, paying attention over on the Vanguard VGO channel, they can look at it for any potential issues that may happen during the course of my playtime. Got my deer out there. Remember, you can drop your own little avatar in there just by clicking on the screen. Worry about putting play. No respawns yet. Another one. There was another one over here. Maybe. Maybe. Tree that was like glowing for some reason. Oh, that's a big drone, my dear. Still not hitting that 100 just yet. Close though. It's always that last little bit you need that likes to give you the little. We're gonna make you work on it longer. did the teleport enable on that one. On this machine. The long, arduous journey to 100. One next week for apartment. I need to find one more place. I viewed another one. Yeah, I'm trying to stay within a distance with my current part-time job. 97, 98. Figure if I can keep that going. I know how much. I realize if I lived in that area down there, which would be the first time in a long time, I think, if I'm right. Ooh, cheaper. No, oh, that's interesting. Huh. Interesting. I literally, if I had the right place to live, I was factoring it all out the other day, and I was like, I could literally live on working the part-time job and doing maybe another part-time job, especially remote, would be nice. I could, and I made 3,000, brought home like maybe somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 a month. I'd be fine. I get most of my food from work because I cook it on certain nights, so I just bring stuff home from work. A lot of times we're throwing so much food away, I'll just take some food with me and bring it home. I'll eat at home. Really spend more money on the dogs than I do maybe potentially on my own food. So I thought, that's the first time in like forever. That would be nice. Go sell here soon. Let's see. Just trying to get to the 100 and reaping and skinning, and then I can move back over to where I was. Written Keep, was it? I think it was there. Angry Bear. Angry Bear. And then I would be done. I'm gonna be able to farm over there, all the stuff I have to kill over there. Ooh, that was interesting that he did not, or Falstrig did not attack me. Rather interesting. Actually, looks like this king got me. What is that? Just done it. I just found it the other day. I have a big old harvesting tool. Oh, here. I find it interesting. It doesn't let me drop everything. It does the Constitution. I can drop all these in here. Why does it keep trying to drop in the wrong place? I get it just right or it doesn't want to go in. The back. Let me rephrase. I need some chats today where it's been a little spicy. Okay. So that's back. I have a trade skill farming day right now. I'm not getting anything yet. That's okay. Once I get to 100, I can move on. Have not respawned. Those have not respawned. Kind of in that in between point here. It's done. Did the earlier was in most case earlier or this morning getting before I took the dogs out again, finishing up the dailies for today. I actually missed them one day. I realized it when I was at work. So son of a gun. I missed those. Can't believe I did that. I think I was really tired that day. Always try to log in to get those dailies done at least. Figure it helps. Helps get those levels up, that combat level up, so I can maybe last a little bit longer in a fight. have the ability to do some more quests, things like that. But I find interesting. You have to have certain skill levels to unlock certain things or do certain quests. I'm like, oh my god, my magic skills suck. Don't know. Yeah. Getting those plants. We got one more point. Really. Mine, though I go over there and say, oh wait, you need 101. Jerks. You jerks. It's always that last 1 or 2 points that you're trying for that seem to drag out. Nice filter here. Oh, interesting. Both in directions again. Might be a little bit more I have to do there. Yeah, I've been driving. I've done like somewhere between 7 to 10 loads in that game, in the simulator already. Different, just in that north, west or southwest corner, California, Nevada, California, Nevada, but there's also Arizona that I need to work on. Really young. I said I was gonna take a nap, but then I was like, oh, getting enough time. I need to go get ready for a stream. Probably need more coffee. Oh, tool. Yeah, like I said, one more apartment, 1 or 2 for next week. I need to put in. I put in another one yesterday. I need to put in 2 more jobs today. Then do all that submitting. Bunch of homework, or some homework I need to submit. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun day, and I'm bartending tonight. Which should be entertaining because I'm actually working with somebody who's, I think it's their second, maybe third time back behind the bar, or they've been doing a little bit here and there. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, should be entertaining. Some of the regulars weren't going to come in because They knew who would be there. They're like, nah. I said, I'll be there. I'll be there. So they're gonna come in tonight. So that should help. Excited about that one. Mm-hmm. Still no 100. Oh, the super. Can you give me that 100 machine? Mm. Don't get sleep on me. Ooh. Yeah. That's that part here. Well, I like RuneScape, like I said, I can go farm. In RuneScape, work on the trade skills like the mining, the tree cutting, logging, whatever you want to call it. A couple, which other ones? Basically, just sit there, just let it go, and then walk away. Archaeology's kind of there. Randomly have stuff just pop into my, or go into the box, and then wouldn't have to worry about it. Get some homework done on the side. Fishing's a good one to go to. Just let it run, let it go, and then with it AFK farming or whatever they want to call it, AFK trade skilling, whatever you want to call it. Trust me, I'm not bored. I'm probably about maybe 5.5 last night. Kind of my own fault. Ooh, one great silver. Paladin, Dread Knight, and Warriors. Level 3 adventure. I say hype, that's better. Yellow is a good one. Keep thinking I might create another one. I'm not sure if I want to run a paladin or a warrior. I should look at the character creation screen. Everyone's calling in today. If the other guy calls in, they'll reach out to me and ask me if I can come in early. Which I'm not doing, no problem. All the tips for Ma. I'll just take all the tips. Thank you. And while like Mondays too, I have to do a little bit of both my general job, which is in the kitchen, and then I have to go out and watch the bar. And I'm usually make a few bucks and tips from there, so that's always fun. Never hurts to make a few bucks. Thanks. Not want to give me that extra point. It's always that last point, last one or two for what you need. That makes it a fun drive. Like you're like, oh, this is getting obnoxious. Yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, Steam is 104. Okay, I didn't see it go up. Okay, so we just need reefing to get up there, and then I can move on. I didn't realize it had went up. I didn't see that. How did I miss it? What? Harvest since 124. Well, that was interesting. I don't know why I did that. I didn't use it really. I didn't need it for two by what, three tabs on YouTube. Let's do something new. Still say Danny Spiegel. Oh. Of course, I have a type too. Always had a type for that. I think body builder types. Females, not males. Females. I don't know why. Body builder. Just sexy. They just be sexy. Inya. Nigma was another one. Is another one of mine. Nato Khan is not bad. What are you doing, Miss Double RS? Are you in a RuneScape? Okay, I'm gonna go make some fresh coffee. I'll be right back while we're waiting for this phone in. Daisy, oh, dude, seriously, you improved? You 40? Girlfriend. Baby. Mom doesn't probably have to take her out. What's up, baby? Okay. While we're waiting, I'm gonna roll from OBS. Polish. Okay. Forward. Got it.
In a garden filled with moonlight, where the evening shadows play, China roses bloom in silence as the daylight fades
Ooh,
away.
like some identifiers you have to do too.
Petals dance in starlight, carried by the autumn breeze, holding secrets of a lifetime, whispered softly through the trees. China roses shining bright, blooming in the silver night, like a dream that softly grows in the heart that China rose. China roses pure and true.
That's not the right one.
When the world becomes uncertain and the skies are cold and gray, still their beauty keeps on glowing, lighting up the hidden way. Like a memory gently treasured, like a song from long ago. There is comfort in their presence, more than words could ever show. China Rose is shining bright, blooming in the silver night, like a dream that softly grows in the heart, the China Rose. China Rose is pure and true, painted by the morning dew. Through the seasons they remain, blooming after every
No, this is the right one. This is actually the local one. I may have to. Not that place, Jane. I'm gonna have to set that up. Okay. Figure this out.
China roses, softly sway through the night,
Swords.
and into day. China roses, ever blue, filling hearts with sweet perfume.
So we put on the receiver. So why is this not? Seeing the local box here, it's just not seeing that one. Still waiting on that 100 for leaving. Once we get there, I can move on. I'll probably go do some. Maybe check in with some trade skills here.
Every road reveals a story, every silence gently fills, turning pages with the seasons, following the winds that roam, searching through the endless distance for the place that feels like home.
Just one around.
Days forever turning
You need a point I need? No.
us to the sea. Every chapter holds a memory. Every
Jig
dream
and chat.
a mystery. Book of days forever shining.
Coffee's about ready, so I'll have a little bit more before I call it.
Guiding every soul
Check
that
this water's not
wanders
running for.
with the light of hope and
Oh, jeez. What I really need is a couple more points and I'm good.
through the forests and the mountains, through the rain and summer skies. There are lessons in the journey, hidden where the future
That was
lies.
close.
Every sunrise brings a promise, every sunset leaves a sign. All the moments we remember
Still not there though.
form a story
better harvesting process. Dicey. Have to work on that. Tailoring for without fitting 20. Need to work on these too. Leatherworking and tailoring is for outfitting, which I chose so I can outfit this one myself. Oh, oh, gotta look at that too. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing YouTube. Homework, all that good jazz.
Beyond the edge of distant waters,
Oh, I probably can't work
past the
the camera.
waves and fading light, lies an island wrapped in silence, hidden in
I just realized something, chat.
of night.
Bossman hasn't reached out to me about yesterday. I think the reason why is I don't think I can work it. I think it's in tax fee.
Moonlight falls upon the shore.
Hours as a part-time.
Every step reveals a wonder,
How
like
did
a
everything
dream
drop?
forevermore. Dark sky island calling me across the winds and restless sea, under stars that bright
Out here harvesting right now. I'm trying to get my reaping up to 100, 101, and then we can move on. Then I can move on. When you step into this world, make sure you get to keep up. Work on those harvesting skills. Oh. Bring this down a little bit. My chair sunk again. My chair sunk again. Chat, my chair sunk again. There's a lot of Assassin's Creed lately.
Ancient echoes fill the darkness, like a song the heavens sing. Every shadow holds a story,
Down here, the first respawn. Okay. You know, here. Which important language? Interesting. New root? New root? Mandarin? Bruja. I know Bruja in Spanish. For when I was there for a short while, I did the foreign exchange student. One of the young ladies I had swore she was a girl, and she was cackling one morning. She was on the phone with her sister or something, I don't know. And she was cackling, and she said I'm a witch. And I'm like, bro. I don't know what that word in Spanish was. I keep forgetting it, like bruja. Definitely was like, oh. Still, nice. Okay, but I'll keep on. That just wants to stretch it out for me. Around in this area. I should get a response. We've seen respawns. I said just on the I've done this. Yeah, I gotta get back and fix my glasses. My new glasses. And fell asleep on the couch with the dogs and ended up bending their little thing. They're metal. I have to get that fixed. Why is my nose doing this? I'm not finding that last one, not 2 points. Finished the skinning up there, it's just reaping. Doesn't want to find that last 2 points. And look at that, if I check those, I'm doing pretty decent. I just need to start getting money incoming so I can deposit more money into those investments. I know you might hear it, folks, but not really. All I'm doing right now is harvesting. I'm reaping for the harvesting part. Trying to get just above 100 so I can move on to rent and keep, get back to rent and keep, and do some more trade skilling, obviously. However, just as an FYI, you may hear this. Oh, you need investment. You need to do that. You know, honestly, I would agree. Get a 401k. If you work a part-time job, you know, have it put in like 0.01% or whatever it is in there, like of your thing. I have it done on my part-time job. I have to put 1% in there. check it so it doesn't increase every year. Just have them put in 1%. Small piddly amount but it slowly grows, and then I have my other one that I need to actually get money added to too. But you know, later on down the road, it's helped me with living here in this apartment right now, make it through this season to the last point. I will have to really not do that again. I should just always go with the predictability. I don't feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep my job, I'm gonna do this. Always go with predictability. It may sound like a negative, but go with the predictability that you could lose your position with your employer at any point. And yeah, just be mindful of that. You don't need to get any loans, don't need to get any loans. Some people may disagree with me on some of this stuff. This is my life experience, right? Don't get any loans. You can have everything paid off. That helps. Get your schooling done, especially if you're going into the your industries or respective industries. Get your schooling done. Great to have that experience. However, I'm finding now the employers are really wanting that degree. Which one is this? One phenomenon. Hoping to at least get that last 2 points before I call it on here. And figure out this teleport. I still gotta finish this. Let's see, disable ports. Unlock any unnecessary services. Okay. I'm just working on my discussion right now for schoolwork. Have the other one done. I need to get that up. That will finish that. One of my research things, and then I have my blog to do, 2 written assignments, and another research piece to do, and I'll be done. And a quiz, and I'll be done. But I should have most of that or not. Most of that both done today. Once I'm done here and I get my shower done and all that, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna work on that and finishing up and get these uploaded. Was hoping to have all this piece done so I could focus on the other stuff today. Just didn't get that. Got a little worn out with everything I was doing. and predictive design. Yeah, apparently that guy is doing pretty good. Ice just cleans husband with green card after 20 minutes. I don't want to go there. Don't apply for a new job immediately after a layoff. Do these sites in this first week's recruits. I kind of didn't. Kind of took a couple months off from all that. Just went to worked at a local area grocery store. Oh, they're starting to step up on them. The US and Mexico are out of the World Cup ticket prices are plunging. Is it though? We call the Red Devils and they're the villains of the World Cup. I've not been watching those. I mean, when I'm at work, I might glance at it, but generally, I don't watch that stuff. Oh. Ouch. The taxpayers might. They're not admitting he's paying for it, the taxpayers. He won't sign housing bill that could become law at midnight. Go. Make it so. Once it becomes law, yeah, our housing might go down. You can't do that. Trump embarrassed about last minute Air Force in the storm. Yeah, that was weird. Everybody's talking about that one. Oh, not everybody, but people are talking about that one, especially the media. But yeah, let that housing bill become a law tonight, man. That'd be awesome. That'll reduce the, hopefully start bringing housing in. Maybe give us a break. The Congress and that does the backdoor way where they have to just get the orange monkey in office to stop not sign things and just let it come to law when it's passed all the points, the House and the Senate, and let it become law. That way, then maybe we can start getting things down. Of course, the housing thing could backfire and raise prices too. Not to put the negative look on it. That's why the freak just does not want to creep over. These two have been going for like 14 years, 14.5 hours. I'm usually dead after 6 hours. Like on a Saturday, I'm usually worn out after 6 hours of streaming. Generally, my max is about, it used to be long. I used to be able to do that when I was, let's say, younger. Not anymore. Man, I get about 8 hours in on a computer now. Of course, I'm doing a lot of homework and stuff. I'm just exhausted by the time I get home. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. There's times I'm like, I think I'll come home and stream, and then by the time I get home, I'm like, I'm too tired. Excuse me. There's another one coming. There it is. Oh. I'm only going with one. Like I said, I might have to take allergy pills. Let's see. That tree down there is glowing, but if I get closer, it actually turns into a normal tree, but it's glowing like down there. That's so weird. It's mystical tree. I should go talk to it. And I do apologize. My sinus is just like, it's because they're mowing out there. I think that's why, and I don't even know the windows open. Oh. I'm wondering if when living in a downtown area, I don't know if it'll be just too dusty or if it'll be better for me because there won't be grass. There'll be other pollen. Like, yeah, man, when they mow certain times, my sinuses are ruined. Okay, I think I should get in one more round with y'all before I call it a session. I know I was a little late to this session. My apologies on that one. Lost track of time there for a moment. Yeah, an hour and 40. I might hit about 2 hours, my 2 hour marker. Yeah, my apologies for that one. I got sidetracked with just going around with this teleport map. I was hoping to get that working. Test it out with American Truck Simulator. I've been doing, like I said, I've been driving that a lot. I was telling one of the young ladies on Twitch, I'm like, it's like becoming an addiction almost. I like to log in, take short runs at times too, just to do short runs here and there. Been trying to unlock. What the hell is this? Or is that just the way the wind's waving and the light's reflecting on that tree? That is just so weird. See the wind blowing? It's the sky in this game. This is just beautiful. I do an F-can in a minus. That's just beautiful. Yeah. So beautiful. This is what I want to be able to see when I walk outside. I just want to be able to see that night sky. I always loved seeing the night sky. I have that telescope downstairs, and I want to be able to use that. But I'm kind of wondering if I take the one, how it's going to be. If the nighttime, because it's in the back, if they're going to have a light out there, or if it's going to be dark enough, maybe I can see it. Because it backs up to a golf course, and I'm pretty sure they won't have any lights on the green at that time of night. That's something to consider too. Depending on how the sun shines too. Depending on how the sun shines as well, we were talking about that the lady and I were yesterday. You know where the sun comes in. If it comes in from the back and rolls over the top, then I was not understanding the layout on that one, which that means it's going east to west, which I'll get the morning sun, which means I could lay out on the porch in the morning. The dogs and I can chill on the porch. I could put a big old plug down there or something. A piece of rug, carpeting or something. Outdoor rug, put something out there. Lay down or stretch out on the thing and just chill. Oh, still want to camp. Oh, I wish I had the trailer. I do. From the moves I made, I don't think I think about it, but because you never predict what's going to happen. House break. Keep an eye on him. I'm gonna move over here for him. House break is considered a male tree or a female tree. I guess I'll say male tree, but yeah, English flavor. See if he disappears into the ground. Yep, there it goes. He's gonna go wander through the ground. Oh, popped it back up. Little glitch right there. We must have fixed some of it because he used to walk all the way back over here and you wouldn't see him pop back up to the other side of it. They got a trail here. Or then, they fell down. How straight fell. Up there they go. And they disappear in the world. That's the worst. When they disappear in the world and then they still hit you and you can't target them correctly. You can't cast anything and it's a pain in the butt to get them out from under there. That's why I moved. Just to make sure. The glowing tree. That's funny. Let's wrap that one too. I'll post it in there. Yeah, they were talking about a bug in Discord where it was banning people when they post pictures, just general pictures of your pet, anything like that. You get banned. Oh, the damn screenshot. bug in for that one. And told him about Valsprig disappearing into the scene. And that's on stream, so if they want to know, don't go look at my stream twice a week. A couple of points. Reaping's like really gonna like work on this one. So I remember in one of the chats I was in with we'll leave alone. Somebody asked why so many streamers jump around when they're running around, and she brought up a valid point. A number of the streamers, and I see this, I hear this on a few different streams. I apparently, saying maybe I have a little bit of it in me. Apparently, a number of the streamers have some ADHD or some ADD, some whatever you want to say, and that's why they tend to bounce around, jump a bit more while they're on screen. So you'll see as they're moving over to this, it's not. It's I guess something to do with their movement, their fingers. But I was like, oh, okay. Hey, we all have our things. Whatever helps us. But it was interesting to find out. Oh, looks like she's got her Simple's avatar. She did that in Unity. I want to say some of the streamers end up just either turning off their cameras and moving to avatars after a certain point. Which I get. Makes sense. A lot of this is for me to cope with being on camera during interviews and such. So I can just feel more personable. Like, well, yeah, do things in front of people at a bar. Like, yeah, I do. Sometimes you need that face-to-face on the camera experience. When I'm running it, I'll have to shut this system down behind me when I'm doing the one interview, so they can't see back there. They can't be all like, "Oh yeah, what's that going on back there? Looks like a distraction." It's not really a distraction. Maybe to you, but not to me, because I'm talking to you. I mean, right now it's a distraction to everybody because I'm trying to fix this one issue. But I think it's because I actually have to stream this. I'll have to figure that out. My holy tree. That's just interesting. It's my holy tree down there.
Filled with moonlight, where the evening shadows play. China roses bloom in silence as the daylight fades away. Gentle petals dance in starlight, carried by the autumn breeze, holding secrets of a lifetime, whispered softly through the trees. China roses shining bright, blooming in the silver
They responded. It's they're saying it's a graphic, and it might be a settings like a collusion, occlusion polling that might help with that one. One of the others as part of the client, not something. Oh, so they're saying it's part of the client, so I have to fix something as well. I told them that stuff falling on the ground is something that the devs have been working on for a while. I just figured I'd bring it up. I said I call it my holy tree since I'm a druid. Oh.
When the world becomes uncertain
Oh,
and the skies are cold and
go get in the shower here in a few.
their beauty keeps
Get
on
these last 2 points.
lighting up the hidden.
I didn't realize stuff I said. I didn't realize streaming is that.
Gently treasured like a song from long ago. There is comfort in their presence, more than words could ever show. China roses shining bright, blooming in the silver night, like a dream that softly grows in the heart, the China rose. China roses.
I wonder if this would get picked up on YouTube. The music. Should be. The filter should be set to block it. But it is picking up desktop audio, so it might be picking up that way. I'll have to watch that. When I actually posted that out on YouTube, I'll have to see if it gets flat. I did figure out how to get in American Truck Simulator. I actually have the radio piece working in the media, so I can actually play stations while I'm in American Truck Simulator through American Truck Simulator. And they're actual radio stations, so I'm not sure what the licensing on that would be, but I'm like, if it's played through a radio station, does that really count? It's not like I'm gonna keep them out there for American Truck Simulator. It's gonna, like, yeah, it's played through a radio station. It's really cool. It's audio. Let's get this. Let's see. Source to alternate. I think it's also over name your PC, check the enable box and click the enable. Tools, teleport, identifier. What did that happen? Doesn't say you have. Oh, you know what? I was just thinking of something, chat. I wonder, because they just mentioned they're both on the same net. They're on the same net. However, this is a big cut. What? Why is that one in the publish? That's crazy. What's that? I wonder. Just reminded me of something. Oh, change. Might have to reboot this. Yep. Start later. Put in network. Yep. It put this one on the public network as well. Private. Press drop for Dead by Night. I don't know what it is about Dead by Daylight. That one freaks me straight out. That one freaks me the floofers out. Okay, so I forgot. Always harp on this subject. Not harp, but remind people that when you build a new system, remember to take it out of the workgroup, and then also I didn't even bother checking that. Check your network. Make sure it's putting it in private, not public. Because if you're in a workgroup in public, that means anybody may have the potential to see your system sitting out there, which is a bad. And that was my lapse. I didn't even think about that. Need to check my other one over there too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop this here soon. Let it just run in the background and go get ready. And then we come back to the. If I can get that last 2 points before next session. Why am I on RuneScape? I thought I took Vanguard. That's probably why nobody joined me. I did done. That's weird. It dropped it into back into RuneScape. Just realized that. My apologies, folks. That's why Miss Dolores was mentioning RuneScape new. I didn't even catch that. those last 2 points are going to make me work for it, I think. So anyways, yeah, I am so sorry about that. We are at time. I'm going to stop the stream, and I do apologize for getting popped into Vanguard or RuneScape. I need to check YouTube to make sure it was in the right category there too. I need to start thinking about getting ready for work. I know it's a little bit earlier, but I like to make sure I'm ready because I like to finish up a few things before I call it a before I have to log everything. And actually want to check this. I want to see if that's going to work too on the other system now that I fixed a couple of problems there. Well, I'm thinking about that. So if you go into your system, you're going to see an option in there for network internet. Go to there. That's on. That's set correctly. Go back to system. Scroll below the bottom list. Well, actually, no. Go to about at the very bottom. That gives you your information. Look at your domain. Yep. Okay, this one's in the wrong one too. Check your work group. You'll see a domain and work group. If you scroll down, you'll see the device info below that related links. You will see domain and work group. Check that. Make sure you move it out of work group. I cannot believe I missed that on those. Shame on me. I'm waiting for the system to catch up. I learned about these pictures. That's a pretty picture though. I gotta put the other card into this system and take that one out. So this one over here has a little bit 6500 and not that 1030 that's in there. But anyways, again, my apologies. It was in the wrong category. Sorry, Twitch, about that one. Thought I pretty sure I had it in right. I clicked on it, somehow reverted back to RuneScape. Name Spaniel Hux. You see me on camera. Yes, see, I got the doggy cam back there. Miss Daisy crashed out. Miss Minnie on the floor down here. Not sure why she's not up there, but okay. Yeah, I will talk to you all tomorrow. I will be back on, depending on what the boss says, if I'm working tomorrow or not. I haven't heard anything. I will be on working till 9 tonight. If you are living in the greater Omaha, Nebraska area, I'm going to give you that piece. And you know the store I'm talking about, the one with the bar in it, the nice bar, the nice store, fancy, fancy, fancy store. Drop by and say hi. Come meet me in person. Otherwise, the rest of you out there in the world, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you on another stream.